Every year, Hollywood throws a mountain of blockbusters at us. Superheroes, sequels, reboots. It's loud, it's flashy, it's everywhere. But behind all that noise, there are movies that slip out quietly, barely get noticed, and then vanish before most people even know they exist. That's a crime. Because some of these hidden gems are way better than the stuff dominating the box office. So today, I'm counting down 10 underrated movies you need to add to your watch list in 2025. Let's dive in. At number 10, we've got a movie that pretty much slipped past everyone, but it's pure old-school action. A down-on-his-luck security guard suddenly has to defend a shopping mall against heavily armed mercenaries. Basically, Die Hard, but in a mall. It's gritty, fast-paced, and way more fun than you'd expect from a straight-to-streaming flick. If you miss that no-nonsense 90s action vibe, 2017 Security, streaming on Prime Video is exactly that kind of hidden gem. At number 9, we've got a thriller with a setup you don't see every day. A detective with hearing loss stuck protecting a witness inside an apartment building while killers start closing in. Joel Kinnaman really sells the grit here, and the sound design makes you feel like you're right in his head. Sure, the bad guys are a little cookie cutter, and some of the twists you'll probably call early, but honestly, it's still a moody, suspenseful ride that beats most of the throwaway thrillers streaming right now. 2024's The Silent Hour on Prime Video and Apple TV. It pulls a 6.1 on IMDb, but trust me, it plays way better than that score. At number 8, we've got a survival thriller where the ocean basically turns into a prison. Oh, and there's a shark-obsessed serial killer. Yeah, this one goes off the rails fast. Now, not everything hits. A couple of the CGI shark shots look a little iffy, and the ending has people divided. But if you're into tense, unpredictable survival horror, this one's gonna deliver. 2025's Dangerous Animals rocks a 6.4 on IMDb, but honestly, it's better than most of the generic shark movies Hollywood keeps pumping out. At number 7, proof that Hollywood doesn't own animation, because Neja 2 absolutely delivers. The fight scenes are insane, and the world building? Straight up gorgeous. Yeah, it feels like it leans a little heavy on spectacle, but the emotional beats still land. If you're into Kung Fu Panda or Studio Ghibli vibes like me, this one's right up your alley. 2025's Neja 2, streaming on Prime Video, rocks an 8 on IMDb, and it deserves way more global love. At number 6, imagine a body swap comedy, but with a serial killer. That's freaky. It's bloody, it's campy, and it's way smarter than you'd expect with how it flips the concept. Sure, a few beats feel predictable, but honestly, it's such a blast you won't even care. 2020's Freaky has a 6.3 on IMDb, but don't let that fool you, it's way more fun than it sounds. At number 5, we've got a movie that's creepy because it feels way too close to reality. The assessment takes our obsession with perfection and cranks it into chilling sci-fi territory. It plays out like a feature-length Black Mirror episode. Slow burn, unsettling, and the kind of story that just lingers in your head. The pacing is on the slower side, so it's not something you throw on in the background. But if you're in the mood for smart, skin-crawling sci-fi, this one's it. 2024's The Assessment, streaming on Prime Video, has a 6.5 on IMDb, and it's the kind of movie you'll still be thinking about the next day. At number 4, we've got a slow burn nightmare. A brother and sister move in with a foster mom, but beneath her kindness, something sinister is brewing. A ritual that turns their new home into pure dread. Every glance, every whisper keeps the tension crawling under your skin. 2025's Bring Her Back, available on Apple TV, delivers horror that's both chilling and inventive. Sally Hawkins is terrifyingly good, the sound design is haunting, and the way Pip's vision issues are tied into the scares is seriously clever. At number 3, we've got pure adrenaline. The action here is non-stop. Gunfights, close combat, impossible survival choices. But what really makes it stand out is the strategy. It's not just fists and bullets, it's brains versus desperation. Some character moments don't totally land, but the tension never lets up. That's what makes 2025's Fight or Flight such a rush. It's rocking a 6.4 on IMDb, but if you're craving a fresh action ride, this one's got you covered. At number 2, we've got a survival thriller with something you don't see often. A love story at its core. Two people fighting to stay alive, and you're not just hooked on whether they'll make it out, but it's about their connection that forms when everything's on the line. It's stylish, gripping, and emotional all at once. Some folks think the romance feels a little forced, but personally, that mix of heart and danger makes it stand out. That's 2025's The Gorge, available on Prime Video and sitting at 6.7 on IMDb, and I wouldn't be surprised if it becomes a cult favorite down the road. This one's lean, mean, and dripping with predator lore. Picture it. A Viking raider, a samurai duel, and a World War II pilot, each facing off against the deadliest hunter in the galaxy. It's brutal, stylish, and pure fan service in the best way. 2025's Predator, Killer of Killers, streaming on Hulu, is packed with jaw-dropping fights, gorgeous animation, and an anthology setup that keeps every showdown feeling fresh. Sure, some segments rush past the character depth, but honestly, with action this good, you won't care. Sitting at a 7.5 on IMDb, it's the Predator comeback fans have been waiting for. And that's the list, 10 underrated movies that deserve way more love in 2025. So, which one's making it onto your watch list first? Drop it in the comments, and if you found even one hidden gem here, hit that like button and subscribe.